What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh, brother. All right, it's been a long time coming, I suppose. Making their debut on the channel tonight. We have, ready for this? We have Deftones. Yes, indeed. How about that? Deftones making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor. Before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Camille Smith, Blue Gloves, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 53% of the vote, moving it from number 446 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song. It is Deftones with a tune called Digital Bath. Now, have I heard the song before? I don't believe so. Now, here's the thing. I've heard a number of Deftones songs. I know I've heard a few, but I didn't catch the names of the songs. Like, I don't know what the titles were. So, now I've only heard like 3 or 4 songs from Deftones. So, the chances and the odds of this being one of those three or four is small, okay? But it's still there. So, here's the deal. As far as I know, I have not heard the song before. If I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh wow, what are the odds? Okay, well, this is one of the songs that I heard. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Lowrider Row, okay, and the video has 7.4 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Deftones, Digital Bath. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I don't think I've heard this.
Like I want to say, like your eyes do.
One down to 6.
Downstairs, where no one can say. New light break away tonight. I feel like you
They really like hanging out on that 6, don't they? 1, 6, 1, 6, and they'll stay there for a while before they go back up to the 1, and then they go to the 7, stay on the 7, down to the 6, down to the 1. You know, they're really relying heavily on 6s, and I dig it. I like that. I like it because you don't hear too many bands do that. You just don't. Not to this extent. You'll hear sixes as more of a transition or a setup for a resolution, but not as a resolution itself, and not where they actually hang out in it for a while. It's usually very quick, going from the 6 to the 7 duck up to the 1. You know, you hear that all the time, but you don't hear them stay on the 6 like this. This is cool. This is very cool. I like the switch up in the vocals as well. The vocals getting stronger now. That's good. I'm glad to see some build. I'm glad to see some direction in this song. That's good. Let's keep going here. Was he really getting up that high, or was that a trick? Was that a subharmonic trick? Hold on a second. I want to hear that again. Not. That was really him. Wow.
Breathed, then you stopped. I breathed and dried you off.
I gotta say, it is impressive. When I first heard the vocal, I was like, is that a trick? Is that a subharmonic trick that I'm hearing in my head? Or it really isn't that high, but because of subharmonics, maybe it's resonating at a higher frequency. No, he really is getting up that high. Good for him. Good for him. Strong and powerful too. Really nicely done. I love the play on dynamics in this song. I really do. I love the differentials in dynamics and the frequency of the differentials. But here's the thing. They're not overdoing it. It's not like they're changing up dynamics every 2 measures, you know? It's usually about every 8 measures you'll hear something happen dynamically where it changes. That's fine. I got no problem with that at all. It's when it's every measure or every 2 measures. Honestly, even 4 measures is kind of a stretch. It depends on the tempo. If it's a slower tempo, yeah, 4 measures will work. But it feels like about every 8 measures they're switching up the tempo. I mean, not the tempo, the dynamics, and it sounds great, man. I love what they're doing, and the differentials in dynamics are big. It's not even subtle. It's not even like mezzo forte down to mezzo piano. No. It's mezzo forte down to piano, up to forte, down to mezzo forte, up to mezzo forte, down to piano again. And it's like, okay, there are some big jumps in dynamics. I dig it. I absolutely dig it. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Good choice on the fade. Wasn't sure how they were going to end this, but I'm glad to see they took the fade approach. It makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. There's some really good stuff happening in here, but if I'm being honest here, there really is not going to be a whole lot to talk about, probably. This review may be on the shorter side. Now, you know me, shorter means like 10 minutes instead of 20. You know what I mean? I'll try to make it as short as I can. I'll try not to repeat myself too much, but there's a few things that are definitely worth talking about, but not a lot. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Deftones with Digital Bath. This was a request from Camille Smith, Blue Gloves, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 53% of the vote, moving it from number 446 straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. All right. I thought about it, and there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about, and there really isn't still. So this should be a relatively short review, but I still want to give it its due. So it's not going to be like a minute long, but it's hopefully under 5. I don't know. We'll see. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.9. Yep, 7.9. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Song's pretty straight ahead, if I'm being honest with you. There really wasn't a whole lot of complexity in this song. The chordal structure, very simple. Chordal flow, very simple. Melodic lines, for the most part, were very simple. I will say the usage of the 6, little unusual, not something you hear very often, and especially not the way that they used it. So that was unique. It was definitely unique. Would I say that would be great? Not really. I mean, it's just one of the chords that fall within the chordal structure of the song. So I mean, it's not like you know, doing something absolutely nuts with with melodic lines or chordal flow or anything like that. But I mean, it was different to hear, and I did enjoy it, especially the fact that they would use the 6 and stay on the 6 for as long as they would. It was different. It was absolutely different, and I wouldn't go as far as say mind-blowing, but it definitely piqued my interest. The vocals in this, really well done. Very appropriate for each part of the song. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. But what really impressed me more than anything in the vocals was when we got up high there. I wasn't sure what I was hearing at first, if I'm being honest with you. I heard it, and I was like, wait a minute, it sounds higher, like significantly higher. Is that a harmonic overtone I'm hearing? Is that a trick? Are my ears fooling me? Are my ears playing a trick on me? Nope, I rewound it, and it was absolutely him 100%. And they did it later on in the song as well, a couple times. So, no, it's definitely him. That's impressive. I will absolutely give him that. That was a good jump. It was a solid jump, too, because his delivery was so strong. It didn't sound pinched. It didn't sound thin. It didn't sound weak or wispy or strained. It sounded strong, clean, well projected, well supported, well defined. So I gotta give it to him. If I'm being honest, guitar and bass, drums, instrumentally, really nothing all that impressive, but well done. It was all well done, but nothing impressively from a technical standpoint that I'm gonna sit here and go, oh my God, that part was amazing. No, I never had that happen. But I will say this. The thing that impressed me the most about this song, dynamics. The dynamics in this song, very well done. Very well thought out as far as differentiating between going from mezzo forte down to piano, up to forte, down to mezzo piano, up to mezzo forte again. Good usage, good jumps, really good jumps. Very, very clear jumps. There was no guesswork. There was absolutely no guesswork. You knew when you got louder that you got louder, clearly, because the differential was so big. There was nothing subtle. It wasn't like Okay, every once in a while you heard a mezzo piano to mezzo forte or a mezzo forte down to mezzo piano. Every once in a while you'd hear that. But for the most part, the jumps were big. They were absolutely noticeable. There was a slap in the face when they would do it, and it was needed. It was absolutely needed because it gave it that diversity that I look for in songs. So look, I mean, it's a really good song. I mean, there's absolutely no doubt. I am not casting a shadow on this song or throwing shade at it in any way, shape, or form. It is a really strong, really good song. Would I go as far as to say it's great? I wanted to, man. I'll be honest with you. I put an 8.1 up there, and it just didn't look right. I even put an 8.0 up there, and even that didn't look right. I wanted to. I really did. But every time I would put an 8 point anything up there, it just did not look correct. When I put the 7.9 there, my gut said, yes, that's it. That's where it belongs. So I'm going to trust my gut, and I'm going to say 7.9 is the score that I feel this song deserves. And that is where we're going to stay. So 7.9, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.